All right, we're recording. Looks like I'm gonna have to flip this video afterwards, but that's okay. We don't have to do everything perfect all the time.
No, we don't.
Hell no, we don't. Husband's here, of course. We are doing planning for the week of April 11th. Can you friggin' believe it?
Oh shit.
What?
It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, we should text her happy birthday then. Here, I'll put that in our thing. Oh, wait.
Potentially also get her a birthday present.
Right, yes. She got us birthday presents. We should get her. That's not the only reason we should get her birthday presents, but also, like, it would be especially heinous.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something we can do when we go return those things I bought off Amazon. It's also go somewhere and get her a birthday present.
Yeah, we'll also be out doing a little shopping, so.
Yeah. So here's the previous week that you saw me plan. Gluing this washi paper down did work. So that's very nice. It stayed down all week. No troubles. As you can see, I'm sort of back to tracking. I feel really strongly that when I don't track, it's very much attached to like just doing a lot of other things. Like this week was the week of the N10 conference, and I had 2 other trainings in addition to the 3 different talks that I did at that conference. This week was just the very first week that we were starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Like these 2 weeks were the very first weeks we were starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel with work. And then, you know, I have feelings. I also wrote like feelings all over. There's a lot of stuff going on that I'm not going to talk about in any of my videos because it's just not mine to talk about. And also it's happening in the background and it's big and awesome and heavy and everything. So, this was my week. I had a picnic with my friends. That was really nice. And then also our friends got married yesterday. It was so beautiful. And we were friends with the wife for like a really long time. Ben has been friends with her forever.
Since high school.
Mm-hmm. And we really like her husband, her now husband.
Yeah, he's chill.
Yeah, I'm happy. I love it when my friends are happy. It makes me so happy. Even if like my friends are getting things I want, I'm still happy for them. Like I'm still overwhelmingly happy for them. Which obviously I have a husband I like, so there was nothing there for me to be jealous about.
That, I guess.
Well, I was thinking about work stuff. I also have a ton of friends who've gotten like new jobs and they've gotten promoted and they're making more money, or they've like gotten things that I want that I'm like jealous of a little bit. But I'm still overwhelmingly happy for them. I think that's like one of the best things about having friends is that when you're sort of like sucking at something, there's a like way less than 0 chance that they're not sucking at it. And so you can get sort of like vicarious pleasure by observing them having a good time when you're not. So
yeah,
that's one of the things I really like a lot about. I think when I was younger, I put myself in competition with my friends. And so if they got something, I would get upset and it would make me feel bad to have high achieving friends.
Mm-hmm.
But then I would use that feeling bad to sort of like force myself to perform and like hit milestones. And so I thought I liked having high achieving friends when I was younger because they sort of like forced me to keep up. But now I really just like having high achieving friends because it's like nice to watch them like be awesome and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like having, I don't know. This is a shitty, well, and this isn't even really true, but I was like, I like having high achieving friends because I wouldn't want to have low achieving friends.
I don't know anyone who's low achieving.
Well, yeah, and that's really not the right way to put it anyway. It's just that, like, I want to be around people who are interesting and, like, think big thoughts and do, like, interesting things and have vibrant internal lives. And frequently those people are also high achieving.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that was really the wrong way to put it. It's just like, largely the people I hang out with are high achieving because the traits that I find appealing are traits that frequently lead to people being high achieving in some way.
Yeah, and I also just, like, even the people I think of, like, maybe you're not looking good on paper, or maybe you're doing something that I don't even think you should do, it's still, like, you're high achieving. You're just not high achieving. Like, I know people, you know, like, I'm thinking especially about, like, maybe family members whose hobbies I find to be problematic. And I'm talking about crime people. I'm not talking about, like, gun clubs, because those are fine.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't describe camping as problematic.
Oh, or that, actually, yeah. Like, okay, so here's a great example where our culture is very into camping. They think that, like, going out in the woods and, like, living off your wits and whatever you brought in is, like, great.
Our culture is kind of a weird way to put it, but I know what you mean.
The culture in the U.S. And also especially in Oregon.
Some of it is, yes.
Very into camping. I find that to be, like, abhorrent. If you wanted to harm me, you would take me into the woods. I don't want to go there. I feel like bears are perfectly fine tenders of the woods, and that should be their place, and that I should be over here. If you know me, you know that I love a bear from far away. The idea of bears, I support them. They're wild animals and they need to be away from me. And I don't need to be going into their house because I don't want them coming into my house. Same with mountain lions. But I have a lot of friends and family who really, really love camping and they feel super strongly about it and they're very high achieving with their camping. And so, like, you know, you don't make any money off of camping. You spend a bunch of money on camping, which is another thing that offends me about it. If I'm going to go live homeless for a week, I should save money on something. Instead, I spend $10 a meal for a thing that's in a bag that tastes like grass.
I mean, I think part of it is that, for one, there are many ways to camp.
This is true.
Which is part of why, when you were making all of these generalizations, I was trying to qualify some of them. Because there are some things that people do that they call camping, where I'm like, I don't really think what you're doing is camping.
Okay, but here's the thing, that I have friends who do that kind of camping, and they're high achieving in that because they get what they want.
Which is
they
fine.
Get the result they want. Like, when I say high achieving, I don't mean like someone's coming around with a clipboard being like, yes, you've achieved the camping skill. Like, I mean, like, they are like... They're having a good time. They're getting the life they want.
But what I was going to say is that, yes, it costs money to go camping. But I think that, like, at least for my family, you don't make any money doing it. But it is significantly cheaper than a lot of other things that families will do when they go on vacation.
That's true.
You know, like, I don't know exactly how much it cost for us to go on, like, you know, a week float of a river. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you it was cheaper than our family spending a week at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably much cheaper. Although, when you think about it, those people that spend a week at Disneyland, like, they don't have to buy a boat. They don't have to repair that boat. They don't have to keep up a physical skill. Like, being able to go on a week-long river trip takes a level of physicality that a lot of people just can't keep up. Whereas your parents, like, your dad had a job that involved going into the woods a lot, and so he knew how to navigate. And your mom is, like, an active person, going on hikes and things.
Yeah, it requires a certain level of knowledge just so you know the things you need to do. But it's not, like, depending on the type of thing you're doing, it's not, like, physically strenuous.
Says you, a person who is an outdoorsy, movement-oriented person. Like, I would not be able to be on a river trip. Like, I would die.
Why? Why do you think
because I have asthma and chronic pain, and I am also, like, in the worst shape of my life thanks to the pandemic. Like, maybe before the pandemic, I could, like, use my physical fitness to combat the fact that I would be... We're back? I don't even know if we left. I don't know what happened.
You got a phone call.
No, my alarm went off because it's 2 p.m. because I'm going to hang out with my friend on Zoom at 3. And because it's a weekend, I wanted to like make sure that I knew that I oriented myself in the day. But I don't know if it stopped recording before the alarm or when the alarm went off or after the alarm. But it stopped recording. But anyway, long story short, in the past, I could use my physical strength and endurance to combat the fact that I can't breathe and I'm in extreme pain. That's not where I am right now. If you took me in a river trip, I would probably have to be like driven home.
I mean, we do drive there and back.
Right, but can you carry me out of a place that we are? I know I can't.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just the sort of river trip that I'm thinking of is extremely low effort physically. Like mostly you sit on a boat and then you sit on a beach.
You also row the boat, and you also row the boat through rapids.
I mean, someone does have to row the boat.
And if the boat flips...
The boat will not flip.
Okay, except for all those times that your sister's gone on river trips and the boat has fucking flipped.
That's not the type of river trip that I'm talking about.
Okay, all right.
What?
Sure. Oh, this got moved because it turns out this is Easter Sunday, and a bunch of us didn't know that.
But... I mean, the nice thing about being on a river is, while you can row, if you're not going fast enough, the river moves. So, like, you don't have to row that much. And on a river that's moving, rowing is not a particularly strenuous activity.
I don't know. Like, for a long time with my, like, chronic pain stuff, my feeling was... I'm either going to be in pain at home or I'm going to be in pain somewhere else. And I'd rather be somewhere else. Part of that has changed actually because of the pandemic, because I'm like, oh, well, if I'm at home, which is, I swear to God, a thing I didn't realize until like literally 2 years ago. If I'm at home, I can like get really stoned and I can like get my hot water bottle and I can just go curl up in bed and like watch TV on my phone, which like, in the past, that would have never occurred to me. And so now it's like, well, why would I be anywhere but home if I'm hurting? Like, I want to go home. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Also, my condition has worsened over the last couple of years. So what used to just happen every couple of, maybe weeks happens about once a week. So it's not, it's just not as easy to be like, yeah, I'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I probably won't be.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, I also have been avoiding doctors. So there's a chance that at some point it will actually get better as opposed to getting worse. It's been getting worse because I haven't really been treating it. Because I've been avoiding the doctor because of fucking pandemic. So... that's kind of a downer. But it's reality.
Yep.
But what I wasn't trying to make a moral judgment about camping. In fact, the opposite. I was trying to say that your family cares a lot about camping. And I don't. In fact, I hate it. Like, I hate a lot of things about it. I kind of hate all the concepts about it. I don't like it at all. But the fact that they are like, we just did a 2-week backpacking trip and, or like when your sister like went hunting with her husband and shot like a whole elk and packed it out. They packed it on their backs. That's like really cool. And I'm really happy for them. And I never have to know what that's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean about like high achieving friends. Because it's not like, you make a lot of money from going camping. And it's not like you can be like, hey, look at this tangible evidence of my achievement. But they're going and doing it and they're making it happen for themselves and they're happy with the results. That's what I mean. when I talk about high
Yeah.
achievement.
Yeah.
So I think there's like, I think I have a lot of friends who are like, oh, right. I have to stand up for this. I can't sit down for this. I can't see over the way that the seating is here. I can't see over this when I'm sitting down. I sometimes wish this table was a little bit lower or that our couch was a little bit higher. Because the way that the way that our house is arranged right now, this table is our dining room table, but also the couch sits like at it as if it was a chair or like a bench, which is very comfortable most of the time. But when I'm actually doing something on this table, it can be really weird because it's so much higher.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't show you guys my pens. Literally nothing has changed. They're the same as they've always been. But I need to get, I'm gonna get this Star Washi when I need to get a cutter. But yeah, and also like the definition of high achievement for me is just anything I can't do. So lots of people I know are like, that's not really an achievement. And I'm like, the fuck it is. That's a huge achievement. I'm just using this to measure because this washi has a backing on it. It was a freebie from Little Craft Place, which is like a big stationery store in Texas that I order from that I like. Family owned, POC owned. Haven't ordered from them in a long time because we've been broke. But they gave me this washi as a freebie and I love it. I don't think I would have chosen it for myself, like, but now that I have it, it just like goes nicely places. Oh, you see what I mean?
I feel like that bulk ground turkey I bought at Costco has really paid off.
Yeah, we made a bunch of stuff with it. You made tostadas, you made pasta and meat sauce.
We're gonna be having more tostadas this week.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yum. We like didn't eat tostadas for literal years and then just like remembered that they're a thing.
Well, part of it is right after we moved in here, I made tostadas and then ate so many of them that I made myself incredibly sick.
Was it here?
Yeah. I remember it very distinctly because we had a table over there that we were eating off of, and I remember sitting there eating tostadas, and on like the last one or so, I was like, oh man, you're pretty full. You probably shouldn't eat anymore, but they were so good that I ate another one, and then a little while later, I spent like a half hour or 45 minutes in the bathroom just feeling like I wanted to die. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Weirdly, I don't remember that, which is I'm usually the memory person.
Like, they didn't give me food poisoning or anything. I wasn't in there puking or shitting or whatever.
It's just
I was
that you
in
ate
there
so many.
feeling like absolute garbage.
The thing that I remember is actually is not when you did that in this house. It's when you did that when we lived in California.
With tostadas?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
I don't remember that happening in this house. I don't remember eating tostadas in this house until like this. Oh my god, okay, sorry. The alarm went off again because it really bothers me that touching the alarm when it goes off on the iPhone snoozes it instead of making it go away.
No, it doesn't.
That's literally just what happened.
Oh, every time I have oh, well, I guess I don't. I guess what I'm always setting is timers, not alarms.
Yeah, you can't do that with timers. The alarm, it snoozes. But the thing is, I can't set a timer like the night before.
Well, you could.
Right.
It would just be kind of a weird timer.
And also that I wouldn't be able to set any other timers.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Oh, let's get a weekend sticker in here. And a this week's sticker. Oh, this is so scattered. I feel super scattered. I also wanted to show you all this. Oregon. The motto for Oregon is she flies with her own wings, which I really enjoy. And I got this sticker from the Oblation Sticker Club, and it's from Wild Child Stickers. And I've seen their stickers before and I like them. So I wanted to put it right here. Next to my other favorite sticker from the Feminist Sticker Club. Boop. If I can friggin' open it. Come on, buddy. Ugh. I need to go back to taking that stinking biotin stuff. My nails are getting all messed up again. I don't know if it's like age or like my eating disorder catching up with me, but my nails have just been garbo, or stress, or anything else. I mean, it could be any number of things. And I've been like eating pretty good the last several years, but my nails just like flake apart like baby nails.
That's distressing.
I have baby nails. Or the baby nails flake apart.
That baby nails flake apart.
I think sometimes they do. Sometimes you can just peel off extra nails. Like when babies have like really like when their nails, they're little and they're sharp, and so they give you like paper cuts.
Creepy.
Yep. Weekend. Good. So that is all set up there. Oh, right. I literally just erased it. I was like, wasn't I doing something on Sunday of next week? Well, maybe we can do something with our friends. We have a bunch of friends with like promotions and like new houses and birthdays, all kinds of stuff that are all like happening at the same time. So maybe that we can do it on Easter, because none of us celebrate Easter. Right. Tax day.
Yeah, that's when taxes are due.
Oh, we should make sure that our accountant has filed our extension.
Yeah.
'Cause she said she wanted to, but I didn't see anything else after that.
She said she might need to.
Oh, okay. We should just.
We're very busy.
Yeah, we should just check in with her and make sure that that's happening. Bye. Pardon me. I think I also need to get her one more document, which is my sales receipt from Eventbrite. Two. Huh. I could have sworn I had something right before this. Maybe that's in a different month. Oh. That needs to happen.
I was just gonna email her this.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you for emailing our accountant, dear.
You're welcome. She's not technically our accountant.
Isn't she?
No, an accountant would do different things. I think she's just our tax preparer.
I mean, she also advises me on accounting for my business.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she is our accountant. I don't really know.
I think she's our accountant.
Okay,
I
say so.
I think she's our accountant.
Oof, I feel weird.
Physically or emotionally?
Physically.
Like what?
It's the kind of feeling I get when I, like, haven't eaten appropriately.
But you ate really well today.
Well, I wouldn't say really well. But yeah, I had a bowl of frosted mini wheats at about 7:30, and then we just ate about half an hour ago. I mean, I guess that's a while. 7:30 to like 1 or 1:30.
Yeah, that is actually kind of a while.
Also, I didn't drink my coffee until late, which might be part of it. But it could also be that I messed myself up pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, you didn't eat for a very long time yesterday. You woke up at like 6 and didn't eat until like 3.
Yep. And then I went to a wedding and had some tacos and then ate too much very sweet cake.
That cake was extremely rich, and they were cutting big slices off that fucker.
The cake itself actually was fine. It was the frosting that messed me up.
I don't know. I felt like the cake was extremely rich too. Like just the cake itself.
The cake was also rich, but the thing that messed me up, I think, was the sweetness and richness of the frosting specifically. Like, I think specifically, I got a side slice, which included a side of the cake covered in frosting, and I ate all of that frosting. If I had not done that, I think I would have felt quite a bit better.
Yeah, the frosting also probably had dairy in it, or more dairy than the cake. So, I can understand why it would really fuck you up.
Yeah.
Also, you had coffee late at night, and you were up late. Like, you got up several times.
Yeah.
I just switched to, like, weekly therapy, and it is very good. I'm very happy with that decision. I was only going, like, every other week. But this is much better. Oh, yeah, now I remember. My co-working hang is... The co-working hang that has a thing before it is a whole other month. Also, it was really, I gotta say, like, it was very nice. I was, like, very, very grateful to hang out with our friends and to see our friend get married and everything, and to go to a wedding. We haven't been to one since the pandemic started. And also, it was kind of stressful.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, just to have people, like, people were in way different places with their comfort levels regarding mask and no mask. That felt like a lot to navigate. And a lot of people were sort of like, people were for the most part, very respectful. There was one lady that came up to you and was like, "Oh my God, our kids went to because it was for a high school friend of yours. Our kids went to high school together. Let me see your face." I could not control my face when she said that. I don't know what I looked like, but if anyone was looking at me, I made the most shitty face. Because I was like, that is not how this is supposed to go. There's such a thing as consent. And you did, like, you took your mask off. Because, I mean, we were all pretty safe. And it was very clear that people who were not vaccinated were not allowed to come to the event.
Yeah, it was on the invitation.
But also, it was a lot. And I mean, we sort of like, we kept pretty safe. We stayed near open windows when we were indoors. We had our masks on when we weren't like doing stuff. We didn't go like mingle with big crowds. We stayed at like a relatively empty table at the edge of the deal. I don't feel like bad about anything I did. And also, let's see, 2 to 6. There's a family Zoom scheduled for the Friday after next, but because we're actually doing it this Friday, I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm going to delete that. So I think one of the reasons our family keeps skipping family Zoom is because they're like, oh, it's just on every Friday.
Yeah.
It's not real. But I keep it on every Friday because we usually plan the next one at the one we're at. But the last 2 we've skipped because everyone's like, oh, that's really happening?
Yeah.
I also kind of want to be like butthurt about it, but I also know that there's a ton of shit going on. And the last one we skipped, I was like, please let us skip. We're exhausted.
Everybody was kind of wrecked that time, I think.
Yeah, a lot has been going on. A lot has been going on for everyone. A lot. I just keep remembering new things that are happening and being like, oh, holy fuck. Okay. That's that. We can use one of these. I really like these. And I haven't used them in a while. Fucking planner stickers. We can put that on the weekend.
I just texted one of our friends because I was like, I mean, I told her this, but I was reading this. I saw an ad on Instagram the other day for some farm back east that has a bunch of marketing material where they're talking about how they're doing regenerative farming and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. They sell chicken, like chicken meat. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of thinking about getting some, but then I was like, we live in like pretty close to like the rural part of a state that does a bunch of farming.
And regenerative farming at that.
Yeah, maybe I should see if there's someone around here I can buy stuff from, but I didn't really know where to start, so I asked her. And she pointed me to at least one place on Instagram that looks pretty good.
What are they called?
They're called Flying Coyote Farm.
Aw, and my business is called New Coyote.
Seems appropriate.
Feels like we should be friends. So, we'll check out Flying Coyote Farm for y'all. Comment if you want me to talk about it or I'll forget. But yeah, so this is 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks away. This is the week that's coming up. This is the week that we just left. I haven't been putting any quotes on. I barely just started tracking again. This video is going to be wild because I'm going to have to stitch together the 3 videos that kept getting interrupted by my stupid alarm. But that's plan with me. See you later.